Welcome to StarRupture, an open world survival game, also a factory game as well. I've really been enjoying this game, playing it quite a lot recently, and I just thought I'd give some tips for new players who are interested in playing the game and who maybe haven't joined yet. These are some simple tips and there's also some not so simple tips, so we'll dive straight in. The first one is to make sure you collect the items from the storage containers as soon as you wake up in the game. You'll be in this little area, and then we can go to our left and collect the survival food pack. There is 10 in each here, and don't do what I did when you first load up the game and miss them completely. If you have, and you've already started to save, you can go back because they'll still be there. Next up is the slide, and the reason why I mention this one is because it's a really good way of getting away from the vermin on the planet. You do need to be running to do this and going downhill, but when you do, it does push you away from the enemy very quickly. Just do a little one here. So we run along and then we slide down, and look, it just goes and goes and goes, and that's one really good way of getting away from the vermin. If you get a bit swarmed by them and you can't kill them all at once, that is one good way of getting away. So when mining asteroids, you'll see that we have a progress bar here come up, and as we go around and mine it, you'll see there also that there's some blue pips coming up there, and that is basically a buff on your miner. So as you can see, it's gone all the way up now, and I've got a buff, which means it will make it much quicker if I was to mine something else. So let's say this here, look how quickly it mined that. If I go over to this asteroid, it'll be really quick to mine it. Now the pips are going away, which means you're losing that buff by the time each one goes. There you go, it's gone up again, and look how quickly I'm now mining that one compared to the first one. Sticking with asteroids for a bit, number 4 I've got for you is to actually mine the geodes. If we have a look at this asteroid, you'll see that there are different colours here. This red one is the wolfram, this is the calcium I believe, or the titanium, I can't remember which one, they're kind of blue and white, and this here would be the helium. So if I fire my miner at the geodes, collect that one, and there's the wolfram, and then this will tell us what it is. It's the titanium ore and another titanium ore. They might not have calcium in them. If we do that, it's a little bit better in terms of mining efficiency. Next on the list is to build freely. Don't be scared to build whatsoever. You will make mistakes, it will get clogged, and it will take a bit of time if you haven't already figured out some of the kinks in the game. If you build anything at all, let's go over here and build a furnace. This is going to cost me 200. Let's just place it there, for example. If I want to take it away, I'll get the 200 straight back. So you're not losing any materials. It's not a problem. Delete things and keep going and keep building until you get it right. StarRupture is one of those games for me where I've really enjoyed the building aspect of it and working out how to get the most efficient way for the rails to work to get all the items to where they need to go. I've had a couple of clog issues in this particular save, but I'm really happy with how this one is working. So build freely, make mistakes, don't worry, you won't lose any resources. Number 6 is there are different ways to have a look at your power needs. One of them is to go into any of the modules you place down, go into this info icon here, and it says power needed 20. Grid power is 540 being used, but I've got 1400 available. I've got quite a lot available in terms of grid power because I've been building in advance to make sure I have enough with the wind turbines, which are much better than the original solar panels you get at the start of the game. So there's one way to look at the power, what's needed for each module and for the total of the base. And then underneath that you've got crafting efficiency here. As you can see, I'm at 100% on this furnace. Next on the list is to set up multiple cargo launchers. I've got some here and I've got some over in this corner which are dedicated to delivering certain items that are coming out of fabricators here. The reason why I have so many is because you can send multiple to each contract, so you don't just have to use one for each contract. Look, there's 3 going to 4, 5, 6 going to the same one on this side. I need to get these two doing something. I would definitely make multiples, send multiples off if you can, because it just makes it so much quicker in getting the items you want. We actually have the food station available for us here. So we are sending those off to Clever Robotics. And yeah, it's going up reasonably quickly. So we can also set limits on some of the items that the modules are receiving. So for example, this furnace is receiving a Wolfram bar. I can expand it here and I can go request limit, and I can set my limit from 1 to 100 and set my limit that way. To be honest with you, I've never really set a limit before because I didn't really see the need, but it is there just in case you need to use it for some reason. Maybe you only want 50 out of that particular one for a particular time, and that will work very nicely. Just in case you weren't aware, if we go to one of our cargo launchers and have a look at one of the corporations here, we go to the Selenium Corporation, you can see that we have for level 6 to go to level 7, we have glass or we have the synthetic silicon. And as you can see at the bottom, it's got a little plus 70 under the glass and a little plus 46 under the synthetic silicon. Now these actually correlate to how much each of the items, so each one of these items will give you going to the Selenium Corporation. Of course, we have actually 5 out of 69,700. So what we want to do is try to choose the best one, which would be the plus 70 because it's a higher number. But the glass is the harder item to create. That's why it's going to give you a bigger number per unit. So the game tries to push you to creating those harder recipes. This is the next recipe I'm going to get going. I just need to get some helium from the helium deposit over. Couple the best material to send with using a lot of cargo launchers to send that one material, and you'll be upping the levels for each corporation in no time. If you do have problems on your line, so let me see if I can bugger up a line somewhere. You'll see here that I now have issues with my drones. They're all beeping. They're not happy about it. They don't know where they're going, etc. If I was to put this line back in, they'd go through and be fine, but they'd still beep until they got to their destination. Now we can take away the problem or the problematic drone by just pressing E, but if we hold E, it tells us there that it will take all. So let's try and take all, and there you go. If I put this back in, they should all be fine now, which they are. To unlock new recipes, you need blueprints and you need certain items as well. If we go to my furnace and look at the next item to unlock, it is the glass, which is why I need the helium, and I need some data points, and I need some calcium powder. So what I need to do is grab a bunch of calcium powder, and that is being created over at my calcium plant over in the distance there. You can just see it over there. But I have the calcium powder, or the calcium coming all the way down here, making calcium powder in one of these furnaces, and then coming to this storage depot. My storage depots are always at the end of lines. They are not connected to the main lines because otherwise it creates absolute chaos. So I can go into my storage container here and grab 600 that I need of my calcium powder, which I've already done, and this is already filled up. There's another one here as well. And you also want to do that for your main materials or materials that you always use to create things like ammo or the basic building materials. Then we come to our furnace, and what we're going to do is just insert, and there you go. All our calcium powder is in, as well as the data points. So it's really important you do a lot of storage like that for items that you need. We've got a lot of ceramics here, which I'm going to use in the future. We've got some items over here as well. I believe it was the stabilizer. So we've got some titanium housing there because we're going to need that. We've got the rotor, and we've got some stabilizer here. So we've got things going in and around the base to make sure that we have them for future recipes. Last on this list is Ignitium into data points. Now Ignitium can be found on the planet directly after a StarRupture. They do cool down quite quickly, so you have to be quick in collecting them. But once you have enough of them, especially early game, you can turn them into data points using the analysis machine at your base. We go to the analysis station here and put in our Ignitium. 65 of them give 4,550 of the data points, which can be used in the corporation terminal here. We can actually add points to any corporation and speed it along if we wanted to. However, do be careful with using the Ignitium for that, because you do need it to upgrade any core. So if we go to our core here and we want to have a look at upgrading it, we can choose level, and as you can see, to get this to level 2, we need 30 meteorite hearts from meteorites, we need 7,200 helium, we need 1,800 ceramics, and we need 10 Ignitium. So just be aware of that. I can put these in straight now, the Ignitium, if I wanted to. I don't have any of these on me at the moment. So there you go, guys. There is 12 tips for starting StarRupture. I hope you enjoyed the video. I hope that if you are playing the game that you're enjoying it. If you are, do let me know what you think of the game and whether you're going to keep playing it in the future. There is actually an update coming out eventually, update 01 or update 1.1, whatever it is for the game. It's currently in the test version. So that'll be interesting when that comes out. And at the moment in the game, what we can't do is go past any of the radioactive areas here. You can't get in there yet, but as each update comes in, I think they're going to expand the map and maybe these will become available to us. But who knows? We'll have to wait and see. Hopefully I'll see you in the next video. Like and subscribe, all that good stuff. I'll see you in the next one. Take care out there.